Shows 3 states selected, so now let's go. Let's see how many we get. A total of, on all of the 3 states, 86 trucks that fit that category of being 2011 and later and less than 300,000 miles or less, and minimum of 425 horsepower. 86 trucks. But this is, these are 3 axles. I can narrow it down even by the number of axles. See, but once you get in that price range, with a price cap of 45,000, you see a proliferation of internationals and freight stars. Internationals and freight stars. Freightliners, sorry. Internationals and freightliners. See, like that truck. That is a Penske truck. It's a 2-axle. Good work. There is steady work for them. Sometimes an undesirable. If you want to live in the main city area like Los Angeles or major cities, Sacramento, whatever, get the 3-axle. If you don't like living in where George Lucas is from, good man, good progressive brother, human being on our side, George Lucas. In Modesto, if you don't mind living there, or Stockton, or Manteca, or all these other places, then why this guy staring at me, man? This guy staring at me, man, like a hawk looking at a mouse, man. I don't know this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know this dude, man. A lot of these guys, man, you don't want to be dealing with that, man. That's why I don't drive buses, man, and stuff. But anyhow, long story short, man, you get one of these trucks. If you don't mind living in Modesto, you really get stared at. Modesto and Stockton and Tracy, then you could drive the 2-axle. You purchase the 2-axle, but if you want to live in major cities where the ethnic distribution representation is spread out, is diverse, you won't feel so by yourself or isolated, even though that might not count for anything besides people screaming in the street about how important we are and about our deaths in the street at gunfire, at situations that are still being assessed. But nobody really does anything, especially for our marital situation and the financial situation. Nobody does nothing. Nobody does anything, but people do a lot of screaming. A lot of complaining, a lot of anger, but nobody does anything about the situation. But they get TV time, they get all this, they get that, they get what, and nobody does anything. You see, that's what I was talking about. Mr. Staring guy comes right to you. I don't know what the deal is with it. A lot of these people are driving these bus jobs. Like, I think he's the driver for Samtrans. A lot of these people are going insane. They're going nuts, man, because they see, and they come from mainland China. See, going nuts, talking to themselves. Stuff like that, because they look at these young girls. These young girls be having their boom, boom, boom with P, letters in between the letter P and Y, all exposed, or just about short of being exposed. The boom, boom, love place, thighs, everything all showing, especially when it's warm out here. And, all these hot to bar girls at the university, they be looking at all that, and they have these frumpy, like Max Kaiser, the Kaiser report says, these frumpy women at home. These frumpy women, nobody upkeeps themselves out. Frumpy women at home, and the men don't even upkeep themselves. They get what they want, they get their thrusting or whatever, and they start letting themselves go to pot. You see what I'm saying, man? You can't do that, man. You can't do that, man. Absolutely not, man. So, you see a proliferation of internationals all over the place, man. International. Why? I don't know. International Pro Star, because they had a situation with an engine. It's called the Max Force, and it's like a roll of dice. There was sort of a quirk in it, whether you get a good rolling one or you get a bad rolling one. It's kind of a roll of a dice, but you're better off with a Freightliner. You say, how dare you? I'm not slighting International. There's some Latino brothers that are getting good run in California out of the International. They're getting good traction out of International. Because the Latino brothers, a lot of them are mechanically inclined, very intelligent, and mechanically manual dexterity. They have a combination of both. in the Latino community. Very talented people are. Very smart. Do not paint them with a brush. You have no idea how sharp they are. And they're good with this stuff, man. Mechanic, technical type of things. Yeah, very good, man. Very sharp people, man. Very talented. Even Mexico has very good hackers and programmers. So the thing is, underestimate them with the general culture of the hotel, the chambermaid, hospitality industry. No, that's not the image of the muscle, the fuerte of what is Latino are. It's not the true representation, man. They know, but they also have family structures behind them. Women that once the women latch onto them, those women are for their man out. The men could do anything, man. They men could conquer the world out with the type of women that they have behind them. So the thing is, if you could get any one of these type of trucks, you're out of beggary. So if it's going to cost me low mileage, that means a chance, just minimum of it breaking down. And if you're part of a company, you might be able to work out a deal to have your maintenance done at that company. Yeah, done at the company. Another good truck, Mack truck. A Mack. A very good truck. A Mack trucks. Very good truck. Yeah, I've seen them for like $29,000. I had them offered to me. 2010, $29,000. Even because they were sitting so long. I didn't have any money out of them. No money, man. Labeled an extremist, a guy who was off-hinged, unhinged, potentially, which is a huge slander libel. Huge, egregious, massive, disproportionate, stratospheric slander and libel, man. Under this administration, which I voted for twice, man, and got, I don't want to use anal rape type of terms that we use in our culture. Got lambasted, man. Hammered, man, got hammered. So if it cost me that much, $5,000 something, I could earn this money in 2 weeks with a truck, and still, after earn this money doing bulk commodities hauling, after rendering unto Caesar what is Caesar's, paying the state, regulatory, federal, everybody that wants taxation, and still have money left over enough to make this money in 2 weeks and make my travel money as an independent contractor in 3 weeks to a month, ready to go. In about a month. But now, living like this, I can schedule nothing. I have no idea when I'm getting out of this prison. No idea. Well, I'll help you get out of it with a bullet in your head and all that. You got some people out there that are like that. That are that ignorant, that stupid.